Andrej Karpathy just dropped a gist that made entire AI community lose their minds. It's called LLM Wiki, and it's a way to build a personal knowledge base that gets smarter every single time you feed into something new. No fancy tools. And I set this up for myself. I've been using Obsidian for years, and this is obviously a game changer. And I'm going to show you exactly how it works step by step. And if you don't know me, I am June. I run my own AI company and I am building multiple products and I replace entire teams and marketing teams with AI agents and I share everything from my own experience so that you can do the same thing as a founder. Subscribe to our channel, join our AI free AI community if you haven't. We just passed 1,100 members over a few weeks and we are only sharing what works without any hype and fluff. Let's dive into it. So let's compare RAG versus LLM Wiki. People, if you are using, probably you are using RAG, Retriever Augmented Generation. You dump a bunch of documents into a vector database, and when you ask a question, the AI retrieves relevant chunks and tries to answer. This is a great approach we are using in our AI platform to retrieve information blogs for building out the internal links for SEO. That's still great. The problem is, especially for personal knowledge, it rederives everything from scratch every single time. There's no memory, there's no synthesis, no compounding. And if you have been using Obsidian, those maintenance is tough to keep it consistent. So cooperative approach flips this. Instead of retrieving raw documents on every query, the LLM builds and maintains a persistence wiki. Think of it like hiring a research assistant who reads everything you give them, takes structured notes, cross-reference everything, and keep those notes updated as the new information comes in. Self, this AI assistant works 24/7 and never forgets a cross-reference. So that's the difference between RAG versus LLM. And the second thing is 3 layers of LLM Wiki. So we have 3 layers: raw sources, wiki, and schema. Raw sources are your articles, PDF, research papers, click to web pages, newsletter, tweets you like, YouTube videos, all of them. And they're source of your truths to build out a good Obsidian vault. And the second layer is the wiki. This markdowns files that LLM creates and maintains: entity pages, structured knowledge page, summaries, comparisons. LLM owns this layer entirely. You read it, LLM writes it. And the third layer is the schema, a configuration file like Claude.md that tells the LLM how your wiki is structured, what conventions to follow, and how to process new information. That's it, 3 layers. And I am going to show you how you can set this up later. So keep watching. And the next one is the 3 operations. So we have 3 operations to run this system. The first one is ingestion. You drop a new source into a raw folder, and the LLM reads it, extract key information, creates and updates wiki pages, update the index, the log the action, one command just done. And there is a query, which is the opposite operation. You ask a question, the LLM searches your wiki pages, synthesizes the answer with citation back to your wiki, and if the answer is valuable enough, it files as a new wiki page. So even your questions build a knowledge. And the last operation is linked. I call it maintenance pass. The LLM checks for contradiction between pages to find orphan pages with no connections and suggest missing cross references, etc. So these simple 3 layers, 3 operations, those are the entire system. And going back to Wiki here, he said why this works and why this matters from a practical standpoint. I've been using Obsidian for a while, for years. In this one, we stopped maintaining it. We forgot to update cross-references. We don't resolve contradictions. We abandon pages. Then became pretty messy very quick, especially if you have a lot of notes. I've been having more than 4,000 notes, and I delete many of them just to organize it and to keep under my own memory. But LLM don't have that problem. They don't get bored. They don't forget cross-reference. They can process 100 articles and keep every entity consistent That's why I felt this idea is brilliant. And now I will show you how you can set this up in Claude. So the first thing is you grab this one. A lot of people will walk you through with step by step. You have to create this folder. You have to open up the Obsidian, etc. I will skip all of these and how I set up actually with the help of Claude Code. So I already have my own wiki pages in Obsidian. I didn't have to create all the new vault, etc. But you can just create simply Obsidian notes, click open up the Obsidian, click that and get the current folder locations. And what I did actually was I literally say, we have this one, and I asked them this git link, and can I set this up for my Obsidian? And it actually went through all of them. And in a few minutes, it said, we're going to create this one. And then I said, could you do that for my locations? And after a few minutes, it just created everything for me. Claude.md, wiki, and obviously I have many nodes. So I have other locations for row sources, but that's how I set it up. If you're lazy like me, you don't have to go through all of them, copy and paste the link and ask Claude Code to set up for you. So that is why I stopped here to show you how it works. Once you are done with the setup, now you can start use it immediately in the terminal or Claude Code, etc. Let me show you a few use cases I did it because I have a lot of nodes scattered in this vault, and many times I always follow the atomic nodes, meaning that each node has a few important facts without making each node too thick, so that it's better to manage it. I've been following that principle for a while. So all of them are digestible, small, but composable to build a new topic, new cluster. I had a lot of notes with regards to DeepWork. What I asked was, first is, what do you know about DeepWork? I've read this book many, many times, and I have different notes around this one. And it's just like a researcher, and it reads the files, and here it said, here's what your vault contains on DeepWork. It's well-developed concept with 30 plus link nodes, mostly drawn from Carl Newport's DeepWork. This is performance formula, key themes across your nodes, scheduling, rhythmic philosophy, environments like a sacred bunker, sacred hours, distraction blocking, mindset shifts, and related concepts. All of them are correct, and it said, want me to digest this into proper wiki topic page and synthesize in one place. And I said yes, and it follows the data views, metadata syntax. And here, within a few minutes, I got this information. So to show you how actually it looks like, I want to go back to Obsidian and we'll show you. This is my Obsidian and topics. This one was newly created from this our LLM Wiki, and it throws a lot of sources. It auto tags for me and say like DeepWork hypothesis, letters, and this one struggle time, everything, well documented again. But still, I'm seeing some of them are broken. The links are broken. I have to rework on these. And also these sources are not the markdown file way. So we can update our Claude code, Claude.amd to make amends to this one. But generally I love this one. And as a content creator and entrepreneur, if you have this one, what you can do is going back to Claude Code and ask to write a newsletter for today. Then boom, like you just not only you digest your information again from all over the scattered notes, but you can also you can create a content quickly, and this notes are written by you, so it sounds like you. And I want to go back to the second use case. Next use case is to research. In the last video, I showed you how you can use Notebook LM inside the Claude Code. And I think with that approach, taking some YouTube videos downloaded using Claude Code YT skills and actually save their transcripts into this wiki, then I think we don't even need to use Notebook LM. That's just an idea. I got it right now. Let's try it. I want to search videos about, let's say, Claude Code plus remotion for generating animated videos, could you find 10 videos and download scripts and ingesting for our wiki? Yes. While we are waiting for our Claude to work on what I asked for ingestion of new information for research, I just want to introduce our schools again. This is our free AI community. Of course, we have some paid courses like LinkedIn Growth course with Claude Code, which I used this exact system to gain 14K plus followers. You can check this out, or we have a member resources for exclusive templates, Claude and Claude courses in production and in workflows I've been using for our clients. We have many free resources like this. You can always get cheat sheet to master, and let me get back to our research session. I asked Claude Code, say, using our YouTube skills, look out the keywords I gave them and try to find the top 10 videos with URL and get the transcription and create some topics. So if I'm going to Obsidian again, and here topics now, we have Claude Code Remotion. And we're going to have here sources. Now we have this top 10 videos based on the views, and we have a URLs, and this is amazing. I never tried this one with Wiki, but key takeaways gives me so much edge for generating more content and video. It said what is remotion is, what is the agent skill, pro tips, all of them. This is crazy. Now, like we are having not only the key takeaways, it showed like how to set this up, best use cases, the creative director workflows, and even SAP integration if you want to have more advanced ones, and key mistakes and organization. So just so with few minutes of work, smart workflow, we just got a full ideas for the next videos. Don't get me wrong. This is not only for quick research or content generation. There are many use cases you can, if you have internal business materials, so you can review models and sell scripts and better marketing funnels, etc. I've gone through that, and I gained so much insight the past few days. And you can use it for learning. Let's say you're learning a new things like new AI models, new AI approach for building AI agents like Harness or new managed agents from Claude. You can grab like good tweets. Here is my honest verdict. This is generally one of the most useful patterns I've seen using AI this year. Not because the technology is new, like it's not even new, Markdown or LLM, but because the workflow is right. Most people use AI as a search engine, ask a question, get an answer, forget about it. This uses as an AI as a library who actually reads everything, organize it, keep it current for you. So I highly recommend you to try out. And then I will put the step-by-step guide in our school community. Again, after this video, I will put it in the free research under classroom. Check this out so that you can follow me along and then you can get all the edges from AI. Stay tuned and see you in the next video.